border, and I went on groceries. It's a very simple word, groceries. Like almost, who uses the word? I started using the word, the groceries, and I won an election based on that. We're going to bring those prices way down.
Yes, and Trump lie.
Hey TikTok, I'm just on here wondering if anybody's feeling the same way I'm feeling. I'm from Illinois, and I feel like the gas prices and the electric bills and the prices of food is just so overwhelming anymore. Like, I'm wondering if anybody else is feeling like they're drowning and they can't get out. I work overtime, and I cannot get above water. I mean, I literally have no gas for next week. It was either that or get a few groceries to get by. I hit my local food pantries. I'm just wondering if anybody else feels like they're drowning. But anyway, I hope everybody has a great day.
Now, do y'all remember this video that I posted a couple days ago, guys? And I seriously have a lot of sympathy for it, because at the end of the day, I don't promote anybody to be drowning right now from the cost of living. I don't promote, any kind of hate. Like, it really does suck that Americans are feeling like this, regardless of who they voted for or whatever the case is. But, I decided to follow this case a little bit longer and see. Maybe she did a follow-up video, because her initial video did a lot of numbers. It went kind of viral. And she decided to do a follow-up video, and honestly, I'm just let the video speak for itself, because this is absolutely insane.
Hey TikTok, so I'm gonna get on here and talk to y'all for a little bit and let my trolls hate on a new video instead of going back on old videos. So a couple days ago, I did make a video where I was crying because I was having a mental day. I was struggling. Did I vote for Trump? Hell yeah, I did. And will I do it again if he can make things happen in the next 4 years? Yes. If not, I won't. But I have been struggling way before Trump came into office. So for all you people out here judging me because I voted for Trump, that's not the case. So I've had multiple back surgeries, which got us behind because my husband was the only one working. This was before Trump was even in office. I then had my car repoed because I was out of work for my back surgery. So I had to buy another car. I bought a used, cheap car. I gave $2,000 for my car, so I didn't have to have a payment. It's broke down on me twice. I've had to have that fixed. I've had to put tires on it.
Somebody to tell me they're lying right now, because what the do you mean that I'm not gonna get my SNAP benefits? What the do you mean?
We are possibly going to lose our farm if NRCS doesn't hold up their contract with us on the EQIP program. Because of the executive orders, there's a pause or a freeze on the funding, and they're not able to pay out on the stuff that we completed or anything going forward.
Guys, y'all ain't gonna believe this freaking crap. Me and my husband just left the grocery store, walked out with not even 4 bags, and paid over almost $300 and something. Everything has just went up double. Like, what the heck, man? This is getting crazy. We can't even afford groceries anymore.
It's a very simple word, groceries. Like almost, who uses the word?
$700. $700.05. That is what I just spent at Walmart to buy groceries for my home, to buy our essentials. Like, I didn't buy anything wild and crazy and extra. The only thing that I would say that I bought that was extra was I bought a couple of those cheap t-shirts that are like the $5 t-shirts in the kids section because my daughter loves them. Or 2 of my daughters love them. And then I bought a pair of $7 black shorts for my daughter because she needed some. So that wasn't even extra because she needed some. And I bought me a pair of shorts. $700. I can't afford this. Like, I'm a teacher, and my husband also works for my school district, and the cost of living has gone up so freaking much, but we're not raising teacher salaries.
What do you guys think about the grocery prices right now? Hello, I just wanted to say welcome to this video, welcome to my channel. My name is Jenny. And we're going to be talking about the grocery prices and how Donald Trump, he just keep lying about grocery prices are cheap, gas is the lowest ever been. Sorry, I had to laugh with that one because it's just too much. That man, he never been in a grocery store himself. He was born with a silver spoon in his mouth. He never been to a grocery store. I remember there was like a Bush father. I think it was Bush father. He was a president for like 4 years, Bush father. And when he get off from the office, Bush father, of course, he just been rich all his life. I don't know why Republicans do that. Why do they put in the presidency people that doesn't have, it doesn't have the experience that you have? People that never have struggled in their life with nothing. The people that is so rich that they never been into the grocery store. But I was telling you guys, Bush father, he was in the presidency, and he was there for 4 years. And before that, I believe Bush father maybe went to a grocery store maybe like 4 times in his life, because he just been rich all his life. So he goes to the grocery store after he just ended being a president, and at that time they changed the system when they just, they push the prices on the machine to just scan. So he was like surprised, whoa, what did she's doing? Why she's not putting the numbers, the cost in the machine, the prices in the machine for just tell me, when she just scanning. And this is what they are. I doubt it that Donald Trump in his life ever visit a grocery store. I bet that if he just visits a grocery store with these fingers, he can count it, and he still have fingers left. That man has staff all his life to do groceries for him, to prepare his food. I will be surprised if that man know how to use a microwave. The simple task. Do you remember in this series, The Simple Life, like Paris Hilton and Nicole Richie, they didn't know how to use the microwave? They didn't have no idea how to use the microwave, because they do have staff and people that do things for them. So how he knows that the grocery prices are lower? How he know that we paying less gas, less money in the groceries, in the gas? He never had pump gas in his own car, never in his life. And he that just you can count it with his fingers how many times that man have pump gas in their car. So how can we elect people like this? It is a purple revolution that is going on right now, that is supposedly then against us, and we as a Black community, we don't have nothing to do with. We told you guys already that is them versus us. Okay, they just finally are waking up. It's trending, Purple Revolution and Awakening. If you look for that in TikTok, Purple Revolution and Awakening, what is that? It's just supposedly is them before us. So the top 1% before the people below. They finally waking up. They finally waking up. They just have to live to this traumatic experience they have been the Trump administration. And this is the thing, the Black community told MAGA people and told the Hispanic community, the Indian community, the Asian community, this is what's going to happen with Trump. We voting for everybody's right, and they decide not to listen. What do you guys think? Comment below. Comment below. What do you guys think about the Purple Revolution? What do you guys think about the Awakening? That's how it's called, Awakening and Purple Revolution, that it had to be the 99% against the 1%.
Imagine being a teacher or a principal in a school in a red state which depends on funding, federal funding from the Department of Education, and still voting for Donald Trump. What am I talking about? Watch.
CNN analysis found the 15 states that most rely on federal funding for its public schools in 2022 all voted for Trump.
And I voted for President Trump.
I mean, you're an educator. You didn't vote for Trump eliminating federal funds.
No, I did not vote for that. I voted for President Trump to make America first again. If we have
You fell for a slogan.
cuts, then that's going to mean bigger classroom sizes. I would lose teachers, first and foremost. It's devastating.
I don't think that anyone in our county wants to cut our school funding. I don't think that anyone voted for that.
Do you mind if I ask who you voted for in the election?
I voted for Donald Trump. I voted for Donald Trump. I voted for Donald Trump.
I just spent $72 on stuff to make chili, and that's going to feed my family maybe 2 nights. $72. Y'all going to have to figure something out up there in Washington, D.C.
And I cannot even believe how teachers, how people in the community voted for this buffoon, the orange buffoon. If it was really clear that he's gonna cut funds to the Department of Education, it was clear for everybody to see. And I think this teacher is a special ed teacher. So how can you just vote against yourself? Because you just only want to troll black people and other people.
Would you like to see Trump get rid of DEI in colleges?
Yes.
Would you like to see Trump have more pro-Trump professors in college?
Yeah, possible. I wouldn't be opposed to that.
Yeah.
Even playing field.
Yeah. Make it a little more diverse.
Yes.
Yeah. And include more of the Trump professors there?
Well, yeah, why not? Because that's so overrun with all the others, so very progressive.
Would that be more equitable?
Well, we don't want to go on this whole DEI thing.
Can you tell me what it says there?
Life's a bitch, don't vote for one.
All right, and so that's got a picture of Hillary Clinton on it. You got Hillary for president 2016. Let me ask you a question. Do you think Democrats in this country need to tone down the rhetoric?
100% yes.
They're saying things that are too rude and disrespectful and are
Inflammatory.
too inflammatory.
Yep.
All right, so what does that shirt say again?
It says life's a bitch, don't vote for one.
What this MAGA account posted with full confidence really shows that Trump loves the uneducated. Please check this out, because if I just told you what they said, you really wouldn't believe it. This is a real tweet by young conservatives saying, "Party like it's 1928. Republicans control Senate, House, majority of governors, Supreme Court pick, and the presidency. This hasn't happened since 1928. But I could have swore something happened the next year that we would remember in the United States for all of history. Oh, that's right. 1929 was the start of the Great Depression, of course. The year before the Great Depression, when Republicans had control, as that guy mentioned, they pushed corporate greed, deregulation, and short-term profits. And the result of their policies was the worst economic collapse the United States has ever seen. Banks failed, the stock market crashed, unemployment hit 25%. People lost their farms, their homes, and their savings. Does this sound familiar? And now in 2025, Republicans have full control, and we're seeing these same warning signs. Trump's tariffs are driving up the cost of goods across all sectors, inflation is destroying families, and unemployment is rising. And all of these corporate loopholes and tax cuts are allowing corporations to get richer while the rest of us continue to struggle. They're cutting social safety nets, our retirement, and our healthcare to give corporations massive tax cuts. All of these policies, of course, benefit the top 1% while hurting the rest of us. So yeah, you guys want to celebrate like it's 1928, go ahead and do that while you can, because history shows us exactly how this ends.
A Trump supporter told me they were struggling to buy groceries and that they were getting laid off of work because of Trump's tariffs, and I started busting out laughing real hard, stomach hurting. And then he said, "Oh, it's funny that I'm struggling," and I said, "Well, yes. God forbid a man is ecstatic you're getting what you voted for." And then he started squinting his eyes like this, and I was like, "What are you looking for, your job? Because it's gone." And then I started laughing again, and he got real mad, and he walked away. And then I said, "Were you walking to the food pantry because you can't afford grocery prices?" I went to the floor laughing. I was banging on the floor laughing real hard. Then everyone around me was like, "You ate that shit up. You ate that shit up." And then I woke up. But moral of the story, don't tell me you're struggling if you're a Trump supporter.
Donald Trump had a lot of demographic subgroups that helped get him elected. Saw blacks for Trump, Latinos for Trump, even women for Trump. Yeah, a group created back in 2016 and helped him campaign in each one of the 3 campaigns where he ran for president. The founders are 2 women named Amy Kramer and Catherine Serkis. Amy Kramer put a post on X on Monday, I believe, and she's talking about how difficult it is for some people to survive with the cost of living continually going up. This is what she said. "The cost of living is out of control. The prices are outrageous and continue to climb. I don't know how people are living. Families are struggling and can't afford to eat. Our elderly are hurting and too prideful to say anything. Something's gotta give. You know, I applaud her because she's right. And like I always say, you don't need a politician, president of the United States, and anyone else to convince you what the economy's like. You know, when you go in the grocery store that prices are going up and the cost of living is getting more expensive in everything: food, rent, energy, you name it. So she got it right, right? Well, not exactly. While Donald Trump's been the president of the White House for the last 9 months, she doesn't blame him for it. This is what she says. Because some are too dense to get it, those are effing Joe Biden prices. President Trump has done an amazing job in the 9 months he's been in the White House, but this is all because of the trillions of dollars spent under Biden and sky-high inflation. And she goes on to say that if it weren't for Trump, the situation would be even worse. It's hard to imagine it being even worse. We just saw the ADP jobs report. We've seen inflation going up for each of the last 4 months. We've seen tariffs increasing prices for people. We've seen small businesses going out of business. We've seen small and medium businesses losing more jobs than anyone. So it's not getting better under Donald Trump. And for how long are we going to continue to say, well, he's only been in office for, 3 months, and it was 6 months. Now it's 9 months. Eventually it's going to be, well, he only had 4 years, right? At some point, you just have to admit what it is. This is a Trump supporter that's struggling and just denies the obvious, that she's struggling in large part, not because of what Joe Biden did. Inflation peaked at 9.1% during the pandemic and went down every single month until he left office. And the last 4 months under Donald Trump, it's been going up while jobs are going down. Lay blame where the blame should be laid. Donald Trump is not helping the economy right now. Will he fix it? Will his policies work? Hell, I don't know. But I don't think anybody voted for, I'll be okay if you fix it in 4 years. People said they were struggling and struggling now, and he said he could fix it on day one. So I got to tell you, Ms. Kramer, you got it partially right. Things are out of control. But you're blaming Biden for it? You still got Biden on the brain. The man is no longer in office. He's not president of the United States. You better point the finger at the man that's in office, because right now, he's the only one that can fix it.
Do y'all remember when there were so many Republicans, MAGA supporters on here saying, oh, y'all, the price of cheese and eggs, they're so expensive. That's why we're voting for him. We're voting for him because of money, because we're having such a hard time. Do you remember all those people? All those people that ignored that Donald Trump is a rapist, that he's a misogynist and a racist. All those people that said none of those things matter. Doesn't matter that he's a felon, he's all those horrible things, and he's disrespectful to women. And that women will literally lose their rights. Tons of people will have to flee their homes. LGBTQ people will be under attack. All those people said, none of that matters. We want cheaper eggs. We want cheaper cheese and milk and all those things. Do you remember that? Now, all of us people that voted for Kamala, we knew and understood that tariffs didn't work the way that Donald Trump thinks they're going to work. And we all understood that Donald Trump was never going to do anything about grocery prices because he politically and financially aligns with billionaires and millionaires. He wants to give them more tax breaks. So my question is, now that you've heard it from his own mouth that he's not going to be able to do anything about your eggs, your milk, was it worth it? Was it worth it to betray your sisters, your wives, your daughters? Was it worth it to betray those people that will be affected by their freedoms and their basic human rights taken away? I hope it was worth it. And the thing that sucks is that so many of us right now on the left and independents like me are feeling this. And we want to say, I told you so. But it's the worst feeling in the world right now because you're not the only one who's going to get punished. We will get punished as well because you did the wrong thing. And it's so frustrating. All my love.
And the truth is 9 months of this administration have already passed. And the truth need to be said. The dollar value went down 18%. The value of our currency it went down 18%. And why did it went down 18%? Because of the tariff war that he have against that. So they don't need to buy our products. So they're going to Brazil. They are going to Argentina to buy our products in the agriculture sector. So I guess the dollar is not as required or as used as it used to be. So our currency is losing value. We have 0.3% more of the inflation in the grocery store in some products, because in some products like coffee and olive oil, we just went 100% inflation. Like coffee, I used to buy my coffee, it was like $12 for the coffee that I bought, and now it is the same coffee, same size, is $22. So $10 increase. It's almost an increase of 80%. All the things that meat in the meat department, an increase the 120%. Okay, the steak, the tray of steaks that they used to cost you $30, now it costs you $96. A car payment for just eat some steaks. And this is all over our grocery stores. 9 months of this administration, and it's not a real plan to how to lower the groceries. It's not a real plan of how to solve the situation of homelessness. Is 700,000 people in this country that is homeless right now. Even if they don't have no plan, they have a plan to make the situation even worse. They have a plan to make the situation even worse. To cut subsidies for renting, to cut subsidies for the people that buy houses, to cut subsidies in 2 years for all the people that is renting when the government is helping them to pay the rent. This is crazy. This is just crazy. And this is what the Trump administration is doing. They are just making sure that they do situations even worse. They are destroying our economy on purpose. This is not something that he's just doing by accident. He's doing it on purpose. On purpose. Because when you can be a dictator, when you are a dictator, you can be a dictator, you have to. You cannot be a dictator in a driving economy. It doesn't work that way. You have to destroy the economy. I just telling you, I just was living in a country that from democracy went to a dictatorship, and they have to do that. They have to destroy the economy. They have to destroy the food chain. They have to do that, because before they can get control of the people, they have to have control of the food chain. So stay towards the end. Comment below, what do you guys think about the prices of food? Do they have a plan? What is the plan? And maybe they have a plan and I don't know. I just don't think that they have a plan to lower the prices of food or rent or anything. Perhaps they have plans for raise the prices. Yes, they do have plans for that.
$6.15 for a half a pound of Greek hot sweet peppers. What the hell? Is this what you voted for? The highest fucking food cost I've ever seen in my entire life? $9 for some damn pizza sauce. $10 fucking for a small pack of Starbucks coffee. Oh my god. Got a dang sweet treat for the dog. $20. Sweet treat for the dog. Sorry. $20. I guess you're gonna have to just find me fucking stinking. Cause look at that. Clearance. $8.39. I'm telling you right now. We're going to be paying $100,000 for a loaf of bread before this administration is over. The same administration that told us that on day one energy prices would come down, that the war in the Ukraine would be over, that the price of gas and food and it's all going to be a miracle. And if you go on their Instagram page right now, they're telling you it is a miracle. Only we can see. Our wallets know.
A vote for Trump means your groceries will be cheaper.
$7 for 3 ears of corn. That just seemed twice as much as I've ever seen corn for anywhere.
My budget has become double for food shopping.
Parmesan cheese. It was $12.99 and now it's $16.99.
Especially the beef. Really? The beef.
Yeah, everything is going up, but the beef is going up tremendously.
And the tariffs are paid by the consumer.
Do you dread going grocery shopping? It's not you. Groceries are skyrocketing and they're going to get worse because tariffs are now going to kick in, okay? They're passed on from the importers now down to you. They're not going to absorb the cost. Corporate greed, you know, all that. And you know what, rightfully so. This is a tax. This is something that Republicans and Donald Trump are putting on the American people. It just is what it is. If you don't want to pay extra taxes, maybe you shouldn't vote Republicans. Vegetables are up 38%. You're going to start to see limited choices on what you can buy as well. Think about it. If something's expensive, the importer has to upfront the cost. They won't bring it in. Get your finances in order and call your representatives.
So I'm in Aldi's, walking the aisles. Had to get some stuff, some cheese and everything. And I'm like the only Democrat here. So what I'm gonna do is play my song and get everybody upset. I have it, I'm gonna put it on my YouTube, on my other phone. So here we go. So I got my song playing on my other phone. I'm going up and down the aisles with it. It's so good. Oh my God. Alright, I better shut it off. I got the manager of the store chasing me now. It's such a good song though, I gotta keep playing it. I don't care who's chasing me. I went up and down the aisles. It's so good. I'm hiding over here now. I got a couple of trips for this one. Alright, let's see what happens.
I want to know, when are we going to see prices come down?
You're not. They're going up.
Like, grocery is at an all-time high.
They're going up.
And, you know, one of the things that Trump ran on was...
Trump? He needs
you know,
help.
lower the cost of everything like I did back in 2016 and all that. And that's all fine and dandy. And I know things take time, and I know Congress and House of Reps and Senate, they're all, you know, blocking everything he does.
What?
But at some point, man, like...
You've been listening to Fox
when are we going to
News
see a
as
price
usual.
reduction? Like, holy crap, man. You go to the grocery store, you get 6 bags for $250, man.
Imagine that.
Like, we can't keep going like this.
You sure
the
can't.
working class, man, we're going to go broke.
You sure are.
Like, we're not going to have any food because bills are getting more expensive. It doesn't seem like my taxes are coming down
Nope.
any. Like,
They're
what the hell
going up.
are we doing? At what point is things going to change for the better?
They're not.
Like, I'm tired, folks. I'm
You look
tired,
tired.
Of going broke. My pay, getting paid on freaking
It's going broke.
Thursday and going broke Friday because I have to buy groceries or I have to pay a bill.
You voted on groceries and gas.
Enough is enough, man. Trump, what the hell are you doing, dude?
Thoughts and tariffs.
I know you said things, and I know other things are more pressing, the Epstein stuff and all that. Like,
all the files. You're a conspiracy theorist.
I'm just sick of it. Now, you know, I appreciate what you're doing with the illegals, and I appreciate the,
You're not illegal, dummy.
trafficking rings that you have. Your DOJ is busted up and is,
wow,
breaking apart and saving our kids. I appreciate that very much so.
You're so
But
smart
damn it, man,
there,
do
buddy.
something about the prices of stuff. Like, it needs to come down. We're dying here.
They're going up.
The middle class is still dying. Even though you're elected and you said you were going to fix it, we're all still dying.
Thoughts and
we
tariffs.
can't afford this crap.
Nothing says I'm a hillbilly piece of white trash MAGA Nazi like calling out to your dictator and Satan or cult daddy for help. Praising his hideous ICE raids, all with the backdrop of your shitty MAGA cult flag. Imagine voting for a 34-time convicted felon. Imagine voting again and again for Dick Don the Con. Imagine voting with your racism and bigotry, all while pretending to be a man of God in every other video on your page. There's nothing more gratifying to many of us than seeing you MAGA chuds in the finding out phase of this cautionary tale. You're also a Navy vet, which makes you even more disgusting in this Navy veteran's eyes. You fake MAGA Christians are the pathogenic bacteria that is the true epidemic that's destroying our country. If only we had a vaccine. And they're not illegal, jackass. They're human beings, women, children, elderly, hardworking men. Most that are doing jobs that Americans are too lazy or refuse to do. Yeah, they're being snatched up by masked men and placed in concentration camps. Because yes, it's a concentration camp without due process, and when they're being imprisoned for a simple misdemeanor charge of being undocumented, not illegal. You're probably wishing you were in the Navy again. At least you'd have 3 hots and a cot. But my advice to you, since you're in the backwoods of North Carolina, is to start growing some vegetables and use one of those pew-pews you MAGA bros love to carry around to start hunting. Get used to eating some wild game, like back in the good old days. And do me a favor, tell my MAGA family and old friends in North Carolina I sent a warm hello. But I know what you're already thinking, but it's in Spanish. Just use Google Translate, genius. Thoughts and tariffs. And the rest of y'all, have a good day now, okay?
Is it just me? It's just me. I'm about to have a venting moment, y'all. But why do it seem like everything in the grocery store is damn $5? Like, I'm looking at some rice that used to be like maybe $3, like $5. I mean, I got a little basket, so if I get 12 things, that's $60. Imagine if I had a freaking buggy. I mean, coming in this sucker like buying 12 items for like $200. Like, can someone help me understand? Did they just sit next to each other and say, hey man, let's just make everything $5, man. Let's just kind of run it up on them. Like, the salaries ain't going up, wages ain't going up, cost of living is going up, damn near groceries is ridiculous. I'm over here looking at some eggs, they damn near $7. Like, can someone please talk to someone that's in charge of this bullshit and be like, look, y'all, we kind of going a little overboard. You know, rice is $5 and a damn protein is like $5. Like, this is stupid, y'all. Am I the only one feeling like this, or y'all over here balling and I'm over here broke? Because I'm feeling like I'm 2 shades of being homeless with these damn prices. Help me out. Am I the only one?
Okay, y'all, I just left the grocery store and I just had to pull around the corner and park for a minute because I am so confused about why I just paid $67 at Kroger. Okay, y'all, all I got was a salad topper, 2 cans of kidney beans, 2 cans of chickpeas, tortillas, yogurt, a garden salad, baby portobello mushrooms, some panko breadcrumbs, some tiger seasoning, avocado oil, and some buffalo wing sauce, red onions, avocados, and a blood orange. I didn't get no meat, y'all. And my grocery bill was $67. I'm so ready to leave here. So you choose to eat right, okay? Then you have to pay the cost for, you know, choosing to make a better choice. It's gonna cost you either way. But it's like, y'all, I only have 4 little bitty bags over here. Y'all had to come and sit, look. I had to come and sit in front of this water and think about it, because what are we doing? These are my bags right here, y'all. They sit in the front seat. I have to just come think about it because I'm over it.
So I'm shopping for some food, and we already know the cost of groceries is extremely high. So I go to get some grits. Now I'm gonna show you the price of the grits, and I'm gonna show you how empty that box is with the grits. So the grits is $4.09. That's the sale. I want y'all to hear this. Like, when I tell you, you see how I'm squeezing this? Half the goddamn box is empty. Yo, get me out of this. Get me out of here, man. Why is grits $4, and why is the box that is $4 half empty in this air? When is the revolution, and where do I sign up? Because it's getting out of control. And again, this is why people take stuff, because I gotta laugh for crying.
Grocery prices coming down anytime soon? Not according to Trump. Yep, you heard that right. The Tangerine Menace admitted in an interview that it's unlikely, or he doesn't really know, that grocery prices are going to come down, after repeatedly saying that while on the campaign trail.
I went on groceries. It's a very simple word, groceries. Like, almost, you know, who uses the word? I started using the word, the groceries, and I won an election based on that. We're going to bring those prices way down.
that as soon as he took office, grocery prices would go way down. He would be able to control all of that. Shockingly, he's now admitting it's really difficult for the prices of things to come down once they go up. Oh my God, I am so surprised.
This is how it went.
Why are you voting for Trump for? Because I'm fucking tired of being broke.
And this is how it's going.
I've been fucking pumped for this no tax on overtime. I've been fucking ecstatic, dude. I know America's been waiting on this shit. Everybody's been bragging. Man, I can't wait. I'm gonna have so much extra money. It's gonna, bring in so much more money per month. Wrong, motherfuckers. Wrong. I did the fine print looking. It is not fucking gonna help us month to month. It's not gonna help you check none. They're still gonna tax the fuck out of your goddamn check.
My husband is doing other side jobs. Like, we can't afford this anymore. And I'm so tired of, it's not, like, I don't even know how to say it anymore because I'm tired of beating around the bush on, like, the politics about it. I don't care anymore about all this extra stuff. Like, I just want to be able to afford to feed my family. 2 years ago, this would have cost $350, and that still made me want to choke. $700.05 is how much I spent at Walmart today to try to feed my family.
I don't know if it's just me or what, but I was so excited for Trump to get back into office. For what? For what? I mean, prices are still bad. They're rising. Hell, everybody's struggling. I mean, wasn't you supposed to help us? Wasn't you supposed to? But he's not worried about us because, he's balling. He's rich. He ain't worried about it.
In the event that you have the luxury of not being able to keep up with the state of the American economy, I apologize in advance, but I gotta be the one to put you on. If you want to remain ignorant, by all means, scroll. But after this portion of the video, it's all facts, baby. All facts. All right, getting straight into it. We're going to be discussing the recession indicators as of August 2025. All right, and the information that I'm going to be giving to you is coming from the Washington Post. The name of the article is Long-Term Unemployment at Post-Pandemic High, Straining Workers and Economy. So I took a decent amount of notes from this article, so excuse me in advance, apologies in advance if I'm looking down a lot, but let's just get straight into it, right? So as of August 2025, 1 out of every 4 worker in the United States is unemployed and has been unemployed for at least half a year, right? This is a number that economists say is only seen during periods of economic turmoil. The first indication is employers have frozen hiring because of all of these tariffs that are being imposed by the Trump administration, as well as these policies that are crippling businesses, American businesses. They have frozen hiring. They're trying to wait everything out. They're trying to see the final effects of all of these tariffs and these policies. The second indication is layoffs are rising. Weekly claims for unemployment benefits or insurance has reached its highest level since October 2021. All right. The third indicator is 1.9 million Americans have been unemployed for at least 27 weeks, right? This is the first time in 4 years that there are more unemployed people in the United States than there are jobs. Now, this is the 5th recession indication. The unemployment rate has exceeded 25%. It is officially at 25.7%. Now, this has only happened 3 times since 1950, and it has always happened after a recession. After, not before. The first time that this happened was for 1 month, June 1983, after an inflation-fueled recession. The second time was for an 8-year stretch following the 2009 Great Recession. And the third time was for 1 year and a half after the COVID-19 pandemic. All right. And now we're facing that again. Just to make it very clear, those of you who voted for this man to be elected, for him to be in office, you voted for an administration that has not only been imposing policies that has been crippling American businesses, but tariffs that have been crippling the American economy, to the point where there has not only been massive layoffs, but these American companies that are either struggling to keep their doors open or are so money hungry that where they want to keep their pockets full have frozen hiring. Okay, they have frozen hiring. For there to be more unemployed people than there are jobs available in this country, that says a lot. That's absolutely alarming. But remember, Y'all voted for this.
And we just make it towards the end of this video. And it was one thing that I wanted to talk about, the rent. They do have a plan, because I didn't finish the part of they have a plan. They do have a plan. They have a plan to increase the prices with the tariff, to make it even worse for all the things that we buy. They have a plan for nobody can own nothing, okay, for we all can be renters for life, so we don't have no improvement of our life in general. They have a plan for making us anxious and stressed with us not be able to pay our bills, because we just have to spend so much money in food and gas, because the prices of gas went up again. If you can believe that. I used to fill up my tank with $58. I spent $65 as of yesterday. And I'm in Vegas, so comment below how much is it cost, how much is it cost for you guys to fill up your tank wherever you guys live, or how much is the price of gas and wherever you guys live. I know Vegas, we pay a special tax. Sorry, we pay a tax. We pay like 30% for 30 cents per gallon in our gas, because it's a tax that we just pay for improving the roads and improving the freeways. And I can see that they work on it. Yeah, we are in a constantly building things here in Vegas. So that's why we just pay our gas prices a little bit more expensive than other places. When I put gas, it was $3.85. How much is your gas in wherever you guys live? $3.85 a gallon. So please don't forget giving a like, comment, and subscribe. It really helps my channel to grow and helps other people to find my content and my video. Help us to support liberal media and subscribing to my channel. Okay, giving a like, okay, to this share this video with someone that you know that is gonna enjoy it. Okay, so share my video, comment below, and if you feel like it, please make sure, if you feel like it, I'm just gonna leave you all the information that you need for you can just gift me a coffee. Okay, I'm not like a kid in the candy store when I get that coffee money. And what do you guys think? I switched my hair extensions. I just give some color to my hair. What do you guys think? How does it look? Do you guys like it? Comment.